What is the
Thank
zero?
you, Judge. Great to be with you.
Of course, thank you. What is the 000 Santorum proposal?
Yeah, I was poking a little fun at Herman. What I've talked about, as you know, is really we need to get the manufacturing sector of this economy going. That's where we've really seen a decline in our jobs. We're going from 21% of the workforce down to 9% involved in manufacturing. We've outsourced these jobs all over the world, and we need to get them back here to America. And the way we get them back is to compete and make it possible for manufacturers to successfully compete here and make things. So I take the corporate tax, which is at 35% right now for manufacturers and processors, and I zero it out. No corporate tax. All those manufacturers that did send those jobs overseas, what they did was they made a lot of money. About $1.2 trillion in profits is sitting overseas and is subject to excise tax if they come back.
All right, what are the other two zeros? Zero corporate tax. What are the other two zeros of the Santorum plan?
I'm getting to it. All that $1.2 trillion is subject up to a 35% tax when it comes back. So we zero that out. If you invest in plant and equipment here in America, you pay no federal income tax, you pay no taxes, no excise tax here in America on that money. So that's the second zero. The third zero is the Obama regulations. He's put in dozens of regulations that cost businesses in excess of $100 million each. Every one of those regulations that cost business over $100 million a year, we zero them out. We eliminate them all. We repeal them all. That's something a president can do. I'll do it. And we'll liberate businesses from the shackles of regulation, put the capital in their pockets so they can invest and create a profit opportunity by zeroing out the corporate tax.
All right. I am very happy, Senator Santorum, to hear you talking about economic issues because that is what is on the minds of most Americans. But I think you're also trying to acquire the Republican nomination on social issues. Question. Does the American government want to get back to George Bush compassionate conservatism again? Or do they just want the government out of the way, off of their backs, and let them keep more of their income?
Well, I don't think you can have a healthy society unless you have a good, decent, moral society with strong families. And, I talked about this at the last debate. If you want to reduce the poverty rate, there's one thing you can do overnight to reduce the poverty rate. And that is repair marriages, have fathers take responsibility for their children and get involved in the lives of the woman that is the mother of their children.
All of that is very good and very moral and very admirable, but none of it is the job of the President of the United States.
I would disagree with you, Judge. I think it's a very important job of the President. You're the leader of the country. How much have you been talking the last few weeks, Judge, about the class warfare that has been going on in this country? Why were you talking about it? Because the President's talking about it. Presidents talk about things that are important to this country. They talk about if the President went on a discussion and a campaign to talk about the importance of marriage, the importance of fathers taking responsibility for their children, what we can do about the divorce culture, what we can do about improving the quality of life of families with single parents and how churches can help out.
If you become president, you will take an oath to uphold the Constitution. And notwithstanding these issues, on which we agree on most of them, ultimately on the morality of them, none of it is in the Constitution for the president to concern himself with. Wouldn't Americans prefer that you bring the troops home so that young people are not being killed in needless wars that don't keep us safer? Wouldn't that enhance family values, Senator Santorum?
If I thought it was a needless war, I would absolutely bring us home. But if I thought it was a war that was important to keep our country safe and that we had to be successful as, I would prosecute that war and make sure we're successful. And, I don't know what war we're referring to. I assume you're referring to Afghanistan. My opinion is that we need to have success there, that we can't allow Afghanistan to become another rogue state, which can be a harbor for terrorism. We've already seen what ignoring the threat in Iran is doing. We saw just the other day that they are planning attacks, and if we allow them to get a nuclear weapon, I can guarantee you, Judge,
should we attack Iran on the basis of what Eric Holder revealed 2 days ago? Somebody you probably wouldn't even have voted to confirm for Attorney General.
You're right. I wouldn't have voted to confirm as Attorney General. You were right on that one, Judge. But no, the bottom line is I've been saying from the very beginning, if Iran gets a nuclear weapon, Judge, then what happened, or what at least Eric Holder and the evidence seems to point to, will happen on a daily basis. Iran will have a nuclear shield that they know that they will not be attacked because no nuclear power has ever been attacked, and they will purvey terror. They will disrupt this world. They will do what they have always wanted to do, which is take the leadership in the Islamic world and to try to project this radical theocracy that runs this country throughout not just the Middle East, but throughout Europe and then around the world. I believe that they will do that if we do not stop.
Do you want the American military to attack Iran?
I didn't say that. I said what the president should be doing is stopping them from getting a nuclear weapon, and there are lots of things they can do short of a military attack to do that. From everything I see, we are doing none of those things.
Got it. Senator Santorum, we know you changed your schedule to be with us. We deeply appreciate it. Thanks for joining us.
You bet, Judge. Good to be with you.